Hi everybody, my name is iNDiGOLog and welcome back to another iNDiGOLog. It is currently 3 a.m. October 26, 2020 to 2020, yeah, 2022 actually, my bad. Yeah, I haven't made one of these in a while. Please excuse my desktop, it's very gross here. I'll just fix that there so that you don't have to see that. This is going to be a very short iNDiGOLog. It's not going to be too long. I'll try to make sure it's short, as short as I can make it. I haven't recorded one of the, well, hold on. I have recorded a bunch of iNDiGOLogs during these past couple of weeks, but I just didn't have the energy to edit them and post them. I'm kind of going through a lot of shit. Just gotten worse for me, and yeah, excuse my, I guess, potty mouth. I do swear sometimes when I'm alone and when I talk to my tulpas and stuff. But nobody really watches this anyway. But if you're a new viewer here, hi, welcome. My name is Ayano. I draw sometimes. I talk about what's on my mind, and I try to go and cope with things. And I try to be that type of person to come to talk to, and hopefully I could talk to you, and maybe you can find some solace in my hell. So again, I've recorded like a bunch of iNDiGOLogs. Hold on, I gotta move, my bed is a bit of a mess, so I had to move some stuff. But okay, so how long have I been recording so far? Okay, 2 minutes. Alright, 2 minutes, and I haven't said not one thing of importance. Wow. Anyway, this is what I'm working on right now. It's a picture of my tulpas and me. I like it so far. I like the way that I've painted it so far. First of all, this program that I'm using is Krita. I'm using it because Clip Studio Paint decided to fall into the deep dark side, the deep blue sea, and follow Photoshop in their little, we're going to just make a subscription, $5 a month, which is really stupid in my opinion. This is not a mobile game or anything of the sort, so I decided to go to Krita. Krita is open source in a way, and it's much better in my opinion. Now granted, Clip Studio does have better brushes, but the ones in here are really good too. So I am currently working on my, okay, let me explain this picture. So this is my me right here, and I'm not like exaggerating. The only thing I may be exaggerating is my hair, because I have since shaved my hair off because I pick at my hair to the point where bald spots started to appear, and I decided to shave it off so that it can grow, because I've always wanted long hair. But maybe last year, I think I shaved it this year, earlier this year. 2 years ago, or last year backwards, my hair was sort of like in this mullet style because my dad put a perm in it, and it was kind of like slicked back like this, and it's been like, it was like that for all up until this year. So I kind of wanted some nostalgia, so I drew my character with that same hairstyle, because I just wanted some nostalgia. But that's me. Oop, that's just me, and this is, you know, how I look. This is my actual body type. Not to be disgusting or anything, as what people would say, but oh yeah, body positivity, things like that. So anyway, this is my dog. I made him look weird because I wanted him to kind of catch people's eye, because he is the light of my life, and I wanted him to be the most weirdest thing in this picture to catch your eye. But you're probably going to be looking at this little guy right here. This is C. He's my tulpa. These two are both my tulpas. C is actually way taller than this, but I made him shorter in this picture because I wanted to kind of fit him in the picture. It was not really supposed to be a huge picture anyway. But he's usually, I think, 7 foot something, almost 8 feet tall. But in this, usually when he tends to, because there's a little bit of a tulpa talk, he tends to shapeshift into anything he wants. Usually it's video game characters because he finds interest in that the most. Cartoon characters, things like that. So the most character that he tends to shapeshift the most into is Proto Man from the original Mega Man series. And when he shapeshifts into him, he's usually his height, so he's like kind of a little small. So I just kind of put that together with him, his normal how he normally looks, and we did that, and I really like how I painted it, but it's not as good as I want it to be. But that's what practice makes perfect. But I do like how I painted his eyes. I find his eyes very cute because they're like little galaxies, and that's what I see him as. This person whose back is towards the viewer, which is usually how he is, that's Domino. He's another one of my tulpas. He's actually older than C. He was actually, and this is where I think that it may not be tulpas, but I want to say they are tulpas, but he's been with me for a very long time. He's technically, I guess, my demons, as you should say. He's a very bad presence in my life, but he's also very good. It's very toxic. It's very hard to explain him. I said very like 5 times in that one sentence, but yeah. So that's basically what's going on in this picture. I also drew some other things. Here's a comic that I did because I wanted to post this on my DeviantArt because almost all of my social medias are down right now because of what I'm going through. I recently had my identity stolen, so I'm going through identity theft. So all my accounts, my Twitter, I don't even really use Twitter. I actually really don't like Twitter. And my Instagram, again, I really don't like Instagram, so I don't really use it as much. The only main site that I'm going to probably use for this time being until I fix everything is probably going to be DeviantArt, because DeviantArt hasn't gone down or anything like that. I know DeviantArt is basically dead and nobody really uses it anymore, and it's mainly just people who use it for nostalgia, fetish people, and that's it, really. Or just, yeah, it's mainly for people who use it for nostalgia. Like, I'm a huge old internet nut. I love old internet things, old internet websites. I love it. Like, mid to late 2000s, early 2010s were like the best time for the internet because there wasn't too much political stuff. I mean, there was, but there wasn't, you could be yourself without being castrated. Like, for instance, I could say I hate ice cream, even though I don't. Ice cream's my favorite thing. If it was healthy, I would eat that all the time. But I could say that and nobody would cancel me. Like, canceling didn't really exist. It just felt like it was much more fun back then. Nowadays, since the internet is very saturated, it's very scary out here. But anyway, I think that's why DeviantArt is still kind of here, is because it's such a big platform for both nostalgia reasons. It was one of the first ever artist central sites. So that's kind of the reason why it's still here and people still use it. Because I still see people like chatting on it, people making friends, I guess, on it. People drawing people's stuff, making stories and fanfiction. Fanfiction.net is still here, which is crazy. Again, it has to be because of the nostalgia. Wattpad is still here. Things like this is because of nostalgia and because people like the site, I guess. And, but I just went on a ramble. This comic is basically me asking a few questions because, like I said, what's going on with me, I wanted to ask, should I make DeviantArt my main art website, meaning the main site that I will be mostly active on? And if not, if so, should I delete my old account and make a new account? Personally, I don't run away from my problems, and I don't want to delete something since I had it for so long. I want to keep it because your past is what makes you. Your future is what not breaks you, but prepares you. No, wait. Let me rephrase that. Your past is what prepares you. Your future is what makes you. So basically, my past, I have a lot of stuff that I regret saying that I don't agree with anymore, but I've said it and I've done it, and even though it's in my past, it's what made me who I am. So basically, I can't run away from it. Like, it's me. I've said some things on my DeviantArt that I do regret, but it's my past, and that's what makes me. What people should worry about is both my past and my future. See where I came from and see where I'm going, basically. So that's kind of why I don't want to, switch up accounts. I'm not the type of person who would run away, I gotta go to an alt account. Oh, I gotta close this account. No, I can have an account for as long as I can. My DeviantArt is actually the oldest social media that I have to date. The only one that's kind of older than my DeviantArt is my Google Plus, but Google Plus doesn't exist anymore. So my DeviantArt is my oldest social media. So it has a lot of memories and a lot of weight to it. So that was some of the questions that I wanted to ask and see what people and then because I actually drew this at 5 a.m. so that's why it's not really that good, because I drew it at 5 a.m. and I was out of it. And then I drew this picture. Oh goodness, butts. But no, I drew this picture. This picture is of my Pokemon, because I had recently a dream where my Pokemon okay, this is kind of weird, but here, dreamscape time. So my Pokemon were just regular Pokemon. So I have in my lineup of Pokemon that I have both in my dream, so basically my main Pokemon, I have 2 low bunnies, because they were the first Pokemon that I that makes no sense, that I caught in Pokemon Go when I first started getting back into Pokemon. Now, granted, I used to be a huge fan of Pokemon when I was 10, 11, and the last game that I heavily played, put hours and hours trying to catch all the Pokemon and stuff, was Emerald. And y'all know how old Emerald is. So ever since that, I kind of took a long break from Pokemon. Now, granted, I still liked Pokemon, but it wasn't, I haven't played the games because I didn't have any money and things like that. And I haven't watched the anime. The last movie I've seen was the Pokemon Black and White movie. I used to watch that cartoon all the time before I went to school, because it would always come on before me and my brother went to school. So I would always watch it. Was it Black and White or was it Pearl? I forgot. I think it was Black and White, because the girl, her name was Iris, and I think she came from Black and White. So yeah, I watched the movie with that. But my favorite Pokemon movie is the first movie with Mewtwo. I'm sorry, that's my absolute favorite movie, because it was the first Pokemon movie I've seen. I remember watching it. I think I seen it before I seen the actual Pokemon anime, the original iNDiGOLog. I was actually, I seen that, and I freaking loved it, and I loved it. I used to play the card game heavily, and it was crazy, and then I just stopped. I think it's because of the oppression and isolation that I experienced when around that age, because like I said, I stopped playing it around 10, 11, 12, stopped getting into things that I liked because people would make fun of me, and I started oppressing a lot of stuff that I liked. Like I started to quote unquote hate Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and things like that because people would make fun of me, and I assumed people just hated me because I liked certain things and the way I looked and things like that. So I started oppressing myself. But recently, within the past 3 or 4 years, in midst of my isolation, when I mean by isolation, I mean never going outside. The only time I went outside when I was younger was to go to school. And then even then that was cut after they kicked me out of school because I got sick from a vaccine that I took. And since my dad and my mom was like, okay, no, because my child will die again, they stopped giving me back vaccines, and thus they kicked me out of school. So I had to go to online school, which was hell, because in my opinion, don't do online school when you have problems at home. Don't do it. It's the most agonizing thing in the entire world. That's why I failed school and I dropped out, because when I was going through school and trying to focus on school, not only do you have to do the entire lesson plan yourself, you have to do everything yourself. The entire lesson plan. Usually in school, they would pick and choose what you would learn. But in cyber school, you have to learn an entire lesson yourself. An entire lesson yourself. So, mix that in not knowing whether or not your house is going to get fucking shot up by random druggies that your eldest brother brought, or unable to sleep because your eldest brother decided to infest everybody and make your life living hell, or your mother is starting to die slowly right before your eyes, all while having to do school. Granted, I'm not trying to rant and be like, oh, woe is me. No, I'm just saying that sucked really bad. And obviously I know life is hard, but life doesn't have to be impossible. Life doesn't have to be, and that, oh my goodness, I hope if I do cry, I really apologize, because I'm very much going through a lot. But life is hard. Anybody can tell you that. Single moms, men, women, trans people, gay people, black people, white people, Asian people. Anybody can tell you that life is fucking hard. No matter what skin color, no matter what sexuality, no matter what gender identity you are. And it may be hard, but it doesn't have to be fucking impossible. It doesn't have to be unbearingly difficult to live. You should enjoy life for what it has, because you really don't know when your last day is here. You don't know. I lost my mom last year, and it sucks to hurt somebody, but not hurt somebody, but lose somebody. But she was gone like that. Quick. Fast. It was so sudden that it shocked me. And I'm still in shock 6 months later. My aunt died 1 year prior. And that was my mom's last immediate family. My grandma passed away when she was younger, so I never was able to meet my grandma, but I still love my grandma on my mom's side. My grandma on my dad's side also passed away when I was a baby. So my aunt was the only thing she had. She was her sister, and that was the only sibling relation that she had. And she died. And that was like a second mom to me. And the last thing I remember saying to her, well, it wasn't the last thing, but it was the thing that really hurts me to this very day. And she asked me, why don't you just relax for a little bit? You know, you don't deserve this, Aya. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to go outside. You deserve to go to the mall. Be a girl. You deserve to have fun. Get your nails done. Go shopping. Why can't you just relax? And I told her that I can't because I don't deserve it. And ever since then, I fucking regret saying that to her. Because who am I to say what I do and don't deserve? No, it's my fucking actions that says it. I don't say shit. It's what I do that says what I deserve and what I don't deserve. And even then, my actions don't accommodate anything. I could hold the entire world on my back. Atlas style. You know, the god who holds the world, the Greek god. I think his name is Atlas. I could hold the entire world on my back, but that still doesn't justify anything, and I don't deserve anything after that. But at the same time, you are what you make yourself to be. And I regretted telling my aunt that, but it's what I believe. I'm so nihilistic to the point where I don't even believe that I am supposed to experience joy. I personally keep myself at a very low mindset. I haven't talked to any of my friends. I mean, I only have 2 real close best friends that I've met in real life, that I hugged physically, and I held them physically, and we spent time together physically. And I lost one of them. So, when I lost that one, I felt horrible because it was my fault, because I couldn't calm down. Again, my actions are what dictate what I deserve, not my thoughts, really. I mean, sometimes, yeah, because your thoughts can lead you to dark places, but I could have kept all that to myself. I didn't have to put anybody else through it, but at the same time, that's not a healthy relationship. But I don't even talk to my friends anymore. My internet friends. I don't post my art. I haven't posted an iNDiGOLog, even though nobody will watch it because I have no subscribers, and I purposely try to make myself very unknown because if somebody were to watch this, and just hypothetically, it were to get a lot of views and stuff, I don't want my family or anybody else to find it and then castrate me because I'm speaking private things, but I'm mainly just speaking my mind. This is no different from the video diaries that I used to do when I was in my late teens, mid to late teens, where I would just record myself dicking around on my computer and talking about my day. It's only that these are just public enough, but they're unknown, so they're basically private until somebody stumbles upon them, and then they'll probably only watch like 1 minute in because I talk too much and I ramble too much and I'm not really good. Okay, it's been 23 minutes and I haven't done a single thing, but this is mainly just an update. Let's go back on. Oh, I didn't even explain. I apologize. I went off in a tangent, but I didn't even explain the whole dream. But basically, I accidentally turned into an Esper, and all of my Pokemon turned human. Doesn't that sound like a manga idea? So this is oh wait, no, my bad. This is Sage, and this is Saffron. Saffron is a low bunny mega evolution, so he's a mega low bunny. He's a male, obviously. And this is Sage, who's a regular low bunny. I was going to make her shiny, but she's regular. So, and they're like kind of like together, so. And they're my favorite because they were the first ones that I caught getting back into Pokemon. when I played Pokemon Go. And Saffron was very unique to me because Saffron was the first Pokemon to smack the Pokeball away. And when he smacked the Pokeball away, I was like, ooh, he's so sassy. So I know usually Pokemon do that when they don't want to be caught, but I call them sassy and spicy when they do that. Oh, why are you so spicy? But let's go back to this picture. Yeah, this picture actually can, again, I'm not finished with it. But, excuse me. I'm probably going to finish it after this iNDiGOLog. I don't want to be here forever. I'm probably going to end it right now, but I just wanted to say this before I go. Because I'm probably not going to be able to go to sleep after this. But I've given up. A lot of people may not assume that because I smile, and obviously that's like the kind of joke, oh, smile but really you're depressed type of thing. But no, I genuinely give up. My brother, who is probably the closest thing I have on this earth, we're super close. Not that close, but close enough. Sorry, I had something in my teeth. Well, he's a little bit older than me. I think 2 years older than me. 2-3 years. No, okay, so 1999, 3 years, whatever. He's 20 something. Personally, he has worse mental problems than I have. Granted, I have full-on hallucinations of these two beings right here that I can go on and on. I'll probably make an hour-long Topa video, just me talking about them, if anybody wants to watch that. But he has worse mental problems than me. He needs more help than I do. And I believe that wholeheartedly, because I don't view myself as worthy of help or anything like that. Even though I need to get help, I know in my mind and my heart and soul that I need help, and that I try to get help myself. I feel in my heart and soul that I don't deserve it, but my brother does. But because he's a man, he can't get it. My dad is going to be moving soon. We're all going to be moving soon. And I get it, we're old and we need to work on our thing and be independent, which is duh, no shit. But my brother isn't all the way on his feet yet, and he has literally nowhere to go unless it's on the street. 'Cause my aunt that lives close to us wants him to pay almost $1,000 to live with her, and it's just a whole slew of other things. And I feel like I hate that, because that's what I've been dealing with my entire life, this favoritism shit. I hate it, because I'm a girl, I'm my dad's only girl, and I fucking hate it, because my brother needs more help than I do. Yeah, I cut myself with some glass. Okay, whoop-de-doo. It'll heal. And I cut myself somewhere that nobody can see. Nobody will care. But my brother, he can't function right. And I'm not trying to put him under the bus. It just hurts me. Fucking hurts me. And all this shit happened. That night when that happened to me, that solidified something in my brain. That everything I thought was true. And since that means that I don't deserve the help. I don't deserve the kindness. I don't. This is so fucking embarrassing. I'm sorry. But I've given up, man. I'm so paranoid. I'm so scared. I just... Oh, God. Man, I'm so sorry. It just bothers me. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve it. Oh, I don't even deserve death. I tried. I tried and I failed. I just... God damn it, I got shit in my teeth. Oh, man. Look, I just want people to be happy. My dream when I was younger was just to have a family and to make people happy. I hate talking about me because me isn't relevant. What is relevant is how others feel. Others people's happiness is worth more. Happiness in general is worth so much. That's why I say that life doesn't have to be unbearable. It's hard, but it's not unbearable. But my life is, if somebody puts you through a traumatizing event consciously because they wanted you to be traumatized, why are you still alive? There's no point in you being alive. You're a fucking monster for putting that person through that, to the point where they had to hurt you in worse ways, to the point where your whole life is ruined, and now all you think about is your death and being in another world. That's disgusting. This is disgusting. My life is so disgusting. All I want to do is... I don't even know what I want to do, but I just want people to be happy. And I know you can't save everybody in a day. Hell, you can't save anybody at all. Because no matter what, there's always somebody out there that's hurting in worse ways than you are. But they're still living. For now, I guess. Like I said, life is hard, but it's not unbearable. It doesn't have to be. If it is, that's horrible and you should just cut the cord while you're at it. But if it's not, then try and live the best that you can. Talk to somebody. Don't do what I do and stay in your mind. Create beings to be your friend instead of actually going out, even though I'm too scared that they'll just lie to me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry about this. It is 3:30. I need to get off. It's been almost a whole half an hour. I tried to make it short, but I talk too much. I can't help it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this ramble. I didn't do much on this, and I apologize. Maybe next iNDiGOLog I'll probably finish this. I need to go to bed soon. Hopefully, if I can. If I can't, then I don't know. I'll probably make another iNDiGOLog finishing this. I hope you guys have a good night, good day, and I will see you guys in the next iNDiGOLog. Remember, you matter. I guess. That's the biggest lie I've ever been told. But just stay safe. See ya, guys.